In today's demo, I would like to talk about products and rates and how to create a new rate for bowling. Let's click over here on products and rates. And in the upper left-hand corner, we're going to have bowling. I'm going to click on the plus sign next to bowling, and I'm going to change the price for a bowling rate. Clicking here, you can see along this left-hand side, the arrow that I'm selected on is all in yellow. That's the rate that I'm currently working on. I can use this arrow here and scroll through all of my different rates. But let's talk about a rate that we already have set up in our system, and I'll explain everything about that rate. If I highlight this rate called Daily Open Play, there's a checkbox here that says Enabled. If it's enabled, the rate will be used when I sell bowling. If you want to delete a rate, we recommend that you don't delete it. However, you just disable it by clicking on this box here to turn off the enabled button. This checkbox here is what we call Manager Rate. If you check this box for this rate here, Daily Open Play, when the cashier opens up a lane to sell bowling, if he is a manager in the system, then he will see this rate. As you can see up here, we have a different rate called By the Player Rate, and it is a Manager Rate button and a Manager Rate, and it will not show up when you sell regular bowling unless the person that is signed on is a manager. So it's a way that you can have different rates for management that will show up and different rates that will show up for your regular cashiers. For example, your cashiers during the daytime may have 10 rates to choose from, but you may have 33 rates in the system up here, and some of those other rates might be manager rates. The comp rate button here, when we check this box, allows the cashier to, it actually allows the management to set this rate as a comp rate. And a comp rate is something that the manager can come over and sell the lane using a comp rate, and then the manager can walk away and sign off. Then when the cashier is signed on, your regular desk person, you can, when this cashier needs to add players to the lane, they are going to go onto that lane free. So it's kind of like a party rate. You're allowing the cashier to put extra players on the lane, and it never asks for money because originally the lane was sold under comp rate pricing. The ranking here allows you to sort the list of rates when you sell the lane. The lower the number, the higher it is on the top of the list. So it's just a way to sort all of your different rates. The rate here started on January 12th of 2009. I can make this rate end on a specific date. Maybe I can say that today it will expire. So this allows you to say that the open play rate is going to expire on this date, and then you can actually create a new date where a new rate that starts up on the 27th. So maybe your pricing will change on specific dates, so you can end one rate and start up a new rate. Okay, all of these checkboxes here allow you to define whether or not the rate will be used for each specific day of the week. So if I check the boxes for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and holidays, that rate will always show up on every day of the week. If this is a rate that's not available on Friday and Saturdays, we would uncheck the box. And then we would need to create a rate someplace else on Friday and Saturdays only that would show up, and then you would be allowed to change prices because it's a different day. It's prime time for your bowling center. Okay, I am going to highlight the taxes on this because we hide this by default. If I click on taxes, I can add any one of our taxes to this rate because as you can see, I'm highlighted in yellow. I'm working on this rate, and I've got California sales tax added to this rate. It's going to add 7.07% sales tax whenever I sell that bowling rate. Coming down here, if you look at the times of day that that rate will be available, it's available from 12 o'clock until 11:59 p.m. So basically that is 24 hours a day it's available. By the game, you can change how the bowler is going to play bowling. He will either pay it by the frame, charge them by the frame, charge him by the game, hour by the lane, minutes per the lane, hours per player, minute per player, nothing per player, and nothing per lane. And what this is, it allows you to charge by the frame or game. You can charge hourly by the lane, so it does not matter how many people are on the lane. You can charge by the minute, which is the same as hour. You can have hour by player. So a definition of this would be maybe you're going to charge $15 per person per hour. So if you have 3 people on the lane, it would be $45 for 1 hour of play because it's $15 per person per hour. Okay? On the none per player and none per lane, if I select none per player, then it's only going to charge the amount of money regardless of how many people are on the lane. If I have none per lane, then it's no price charges for the whole entire lane. So you're basically selling the whole entire lane with no limit of the number of players or no limit with the number of games that they can play. Okay, continuing on. Once I made all of my changes, I can see here that I'm going to charge $4.50, and I'm going to change this back to games per player. So it's going to charge $4.50 per game per person on the lane. I can click on Apply. If I click on OK, I am taken completely out of this screen back to the regular bowling. Now, you need to know that all I did was set up the price for bowling. What I have to do, if I'm going to charge for shoes for daily open play, I must click on Shoes. See, I'm still here highlighted on daily open play, and the shoes are $3.95 per person. Socks on this rate are set to $1 per person. So what we can do is you can change all of the pricing for all of your different bowling rates by selecting them here. I can scroll through the list one at a time. Discount bowling. Let's find a different rate in here that is set up for different times of the day. For example, we are on Friday game bowling. That's what we've called it. You can see that we've only allowed it to be on Friday and holidays. There's sales tax added to that rate, but I wanted to show you how to set up different prices during the day. So Friday, game bowling from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. per game, it's $4.95. If I click on the plus sign here, I can add a new time zone, but it's already there. So from 5 o'clock until 9 p.m., the price went up to $6.95. If I click here from 9 o'clock until 3 a.m., you must check this box to say that the rate is allowed to go past midnight, because Friday, right here, Friday is the day that we say this rate is going to be available. Well, when the clock strikes 12:01 on Friday morning, which is actually early, it's late Friday night, Saturday morning, the clock is now Saturday in the computer. So you must check this box down here to say that my bowling prices are going to go past midnight. So on Friday, after midnight up until 3 a.m., if I check this box, the price is $7.95 per game. And if you'll notice here, from 0 games up to 3 games, the price is $7.95. If I buy 3 games or more, it's only $5 per game. So as you can see, we also have quantity pricing, meaning really what you have here is from 0 to 3 games. If you buy 4 games or more, it'll be $5 per game. Okay, so I'm going to click here on OK and show you now how all of this works, because it is now Friday at 2:41 p.m. in the afternoon. So technically, the price should show up between 9 and 5. It should be $4.95 per game if I choose the Friday game bowling rate. Let's click on OK. Let's open up a lane. Let's add some games, 3 games. We're going to add 2 players. If we open the lane, all of the rates that are available for every day of the week will show up. If I want to change the rate for this whole entire lane, I click here, and now I have a window of all my rates that are available. Now, here's my Friday game bowling. If I want to charge this rate, click here, and it's now going to charge $4.95 per game. If I click on OK, I'm taken to the payment screen, and we're going to continue on. He gave me a $100 bill. Collect in the bottom drawer, and no, I do not want a receipt. So that pretty much concludes on our products and rates, how to set up the different bowling prices, and how we can scroll through and see all of the different prices in our system.